Hi, Tyler. There we go. My microphone was disconnected for some reason. That was weird. Don't stream for like a few weeks and look what happens. Everything goes and gets messed up. Oh my gosh, wait, is this what I think it is? Oh my gosh, it is. Been forever since I watched a super stream. Been forever since I've done a super stream. Oh my gosh, I have been looking for this for weeks. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's a worry that I don't have to deal with anymore. Okay, that's fantastic. I need to go grab something really quick before we start stream and celebrate. I can't say. It's not anything to do with stream though. It's not anything to do with stream. It's a personal thing that I've been trying to find. But now I need to go find. But now I need to go grab something else to put it in it, so that I don't lose it again. And that's it. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. It's been right in front of me the entire time. Really? I'm such an idiot. I'll be right back. I will be right back. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're back. Let's finally start stream. How about? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was quite literally something that if I didn't find, I would have to pay like $70 to get a new one. And it would have sucked. And I would have cried. Okay. Why are you not appearing on screen? Where's my chat? There we go. There's Tyler. Anyways, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Yo. Yeah. Oh gosh, ads. Curse these dang it ads. Yeah. I really should buy YouTube Premium. Okay, so today, as the stream dictates, we are hunting Ditto. I am making a hard trick room team, or at least that was the plan. But honestly, I'm doing really great. Actually, I have not a lot to do for now except chores. Oh, that's good. You know what? Eternity's too happy for this. I need more. What vibe do I need? frustrated, sad, yes, angry. Hmm. Ah, no. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't start playing in playlist order. Subnautica Lava Castle theme. Is this gonna get me copyrighted? No, this doesn't work. I don't know. Well, if my channel's deleted, it's your fault, Tyler. No, no, no. Let's just go back to Eternity. Okay, so I've been trying for like 2 weeks now to build a competitive team. Yeah, I've been trying for like 2 weeks now, oh my gosh, to build a competitive team. And everything I try ain't working. And it's killing me. It is slowly, very slowly just killing me. More than a burden on the guts or Saluna. Now, I've identified what I want to do, which is use a Trick Room team. Because I want to try all the different, like, styles of teams before I decide which one, like, I'll really focus on mastering. Just to, like, I mean, if this hasn't been working, maybe I shouldn't be using this, honestly. But I want to at least try using Trick Room. Ay. Why is the mean thing, like, constantly louder than me? I just turn this down by quite a bit there. Alright. That should be good. Let me also move my microphone up. There. That'll probably help. But yeah, I just cannot get Trick Room to work for the life of me. And it might be a simple thing of me being too inexperienced. And I've shared like a couple different team concepts in the Discord. I was really trying to use... So, the regulation that I'm trying to plan for is Reg F. And in Regulation F, the Pokemon... Let me get the picture of it here. The most popular teams, it seems, are... Oh my gosh, why is it so hard to get a... Why is it so hard to get a, no background image? There we go. The Pokemon that it is, what's this? This is me. This is me every single time I try and build a team and it's not working. Where'd that go? Didn't camera roll. So, the most popular team is built around this stupid dinosaur giraffe thing. Raging Bolt. I hate it. I hate it. I hate this guy so much. I hate this dude so much. And what I notice with the Raging Bolts is they have a lot of the same problems that Miraidon did back when Miraidon was really popular, in that it had the electric type move, the dragon type move, and that was it. Like, the most popular Miraidon was Terra Electric with Thunderclap, or no, Electro Drift and Draco Meteor. So if you ran a Pokemon with... Oh my gosh, YouTube. Stop with the ads. Why me? Yeah, if you ran Pokemon with the ability Lightning Rod and Terra Fairy, such as, you know, Raichu, or in my case here, my favorite rock-type Pokemon. Where'd he go? There he is. Rhyperior. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. But yeah, if you use Lightning Rod, then any Electric-type move, unless it's a spread damage move, gets redirected into Rhyperior, and he absorbs it. Or Raichu. And I tried to use Raichu quite a bit, but I couldn't make Raichu work. But yeah. So Raging Bolt uses Electric-type move. It goes like, and then it just kind of gets absorbed into Rhyperior. And then, like, you know, you just, like, Raging Bolt becomes useless, especially if it's Terra Fairy. And that was the concept. That was the concept. And I do think Rhyperior can work, but I think I was using the wrong Rhyperior set. Because the biggest issue is Rhyperior missed some key knockouts. And, you know, we had this problem with Giratina too, where Giratina, it really needs some kind of support, some kind of way to just help boost its attack, which is why we eventually... In fact, let me open up Scarlet and Violet. I should do that first. Why have I not done that? Why have I not opened up Scarlet and Violet? What am I doing? Chat, I'm a rookie. 3 weeks off, cut me some slack. There we go. Let me open up Scarlet. And let me remove Rhyperior here. And Mini Bolt. Puppy. So we Ditto hunting or something? Well, we are gonna be Ditto hunting. We are going to be Ditto hunting. I just want to, like, because present the problem. Also, by the way, for what I was thinking of the team, I was shiny hunting Chestnuts. I found like 6 shiny Chespins. And now I have a shiny Chestnut that's just chilling. But as you can see, I have one of the Pokemon. I have one of the Pokemon that was originally on the team, which is Cresselia. This is a minimum speed Cresselia. If I go here, you'll see no good. This is the lowest possible speed, and I actually got this from Legends Arceus, funnily enough. Which I was gonna go for Enamorous, but now I'm completely unsure if this team's even gonna be able to come to fruition. I'm completely unsure. So I don't know. I feel like Cresselia is like the best for a bulky Trick Room team, like I'm trying to do. But it's like, ugh. It's just so annoying. Anyways, so going back to what I was saying before though. It's what led us to using Chocobolt here, the Zapdos, with the Covert Cloak, because he could... I don't know why this one doesn't have... I don't know why he doesn't have coaching on here. You're supposed to have coaching. Why don't you have coaching? Terrible ass. Yeah, so the idea with him was coaching Giratina and Zamazenta to increase their attack, increase their defense. It worked with both of them, and then you just won the game. Pretty much. Because Giratina could take out pretty much anything. Terrago's Shadow Sneak is actually on a Giratina... It's actually pretty powerful. And then also Shadow Force to get around to protect. Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know what it is that I need to do to get a team that works. Why do you look weird? No, that's what I thought. Yeah, I don't know. I want to come up with some kind of team or whatever, whilst we're doing the Ditto hunt. Because I know for a fact that I want to use Trick Room. And I believe Ditto spawns up here? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. Also, where's my music? Why is my music not playing? Give me my music. That's too tranquil. Okay, ads. Okay, ads. Oh, Hello, Zamazenta. Hello, Zamazenta, that I need to rename because you cannot be Fen. Both you and Zacian cannot be Fenrir. There we go. Also, why is my Twitch audio not detecting? What? Okay, that was odd. Yeah, I believe Ditto spawns around here, right? I think I have to, like, check every single Pokemon. There's an Applin outbreak. Oh, there's a Ditto. I'm in danger. Where's Yusei? Yeah, we're gonna do this until we get a 0 IV Ditto. Yeah, let me just hit False Swipe right now. There we go. And I will just Ultra Ball you. You're level 30, I'm so much higher. Yeah, critical capture every time. There we go. No. I also need, if I'm gonna do this, I need a, okay, this box works. Okay, let's see. What? What? Alright, well, chat, this has been a very good, very, productive stream. This has been a very good, very productive stream. Thank you for watching. My name is Super Attacker 101, and I will see you all next time. What the? What? What? How? What? One Ditto. That's all it took. One Ditto. Is the stream actually ending? No. No, the stream is not actually ending. Did Stream Elements just time you out? Did my Stream Elements just time you out? Send something in Discord if you just got timed out by Stream Elements, Tyler. I might disable the chat bot. What? Wait, this is new. One-man spam protection? Oh my gosh. That's so bad for small streamers. They added a new setting in that mutes spamming chatters. What the heck? Yeah, curse Stream Elements. Frick you, Stream Elements. Okay. So we got Ditto. Yeah, wow. I genuinely thought this was gonna take longer. Can I talk now? You can. You in fact can talk. Chat, I genuinely thought that was gonna take so much more time. This is awkward. Now what? I guess we team build? I guess? Ah, Hydriflum. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, damn. That was... I'm genuinely, like, speechless. I can't believe that just happened. Wow. This is all meant to be a Subnautica stream all along. Do I even have Subnautica downloaded? I don't think I do. I think I, like, just recently deleted it, too. But yeah, so the reason why I liked Rhyperior so much, alongside the Lightning Rod, was because it also dealt with Iron Crown. It really dealt with Iron Crown too. It could use strong ground type moves, deal with Iron Crown. Now, Rhyperior definitely needs to be in Trick Room. It's a Trick Room attacker. So the question is, what Trick Room setter do I use? It needs to be bulky enough that I won't get just, like, one-tapped. Also, what song is this? Oh, it's from Xenoblade! I knew it was from Xenoblade. But it's from the Xenoblade 2 DLC. That's cool. Now also, Dundozo, Tatsugiri, and Tinglu have been pains. In the butt. Hello, you guys. Veluza. Yeah, Dundozo and Tatsugiri have been a slight issue. In all of my teams. I feel like what I'm trying to build could just be too complex, and maybe I just need to dumb it down for myself a bit. BRB, I'm gonna go get a snack and strawberry lemonade. Bet. Yeah, so Rhyperior is definitely on the team. Let me open the showdown. I do really want to use Crest. I do think Cresselia is really good inside a Trick Room. Or just as a Trick Room setter. Yikes. But the question is, what do I pair with Crest? I'm also just trying to build a new strategy as well, just from in the first place. Maybe what I need to do is just do a crap ton of research in Trick Room teams. I did find a really fun gimmick. I will share it now that I know that I'm probably not going to use the chestnut. But I did find a really funny gimmick with Cresselia and... I fungus. With Cresselia. Because of its speed stat. Lunar Blessing inside Trick Room. Chestnut, I had this crazy plan to make it like 1 point faster than Cresselia. And then it was going to be able to outspeed Cresselia outside a Trick Room. Inside a Trick Room, Cresselia would outspeed it, and then it could Lunar Blessing and heal it before it uses like Wood Hammer or what was it? Wood Hammer or... Or, like, if it got burned or something like that, that would have been fun. That would have been a fun thing to do. flying around trying to think. I don't know, maybe I'll spell it shiny. Nope. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I really thought for a second there. Hello? There we go. This song reminds me of Whiplash. It's just a nice, cool little, like, jazzy tune. This is an overworld song in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. In the DLC, specifically. Just fly up the mountain. Hello, Axio. Oh, hello, Garchomp. Let me go into Area 0. I haven't gone in Area 0 in a while. And also be ready to mute the music. Hello, Area 0. Little Azalea Town. Anything good in here? I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know, because the thing is, I could play with, pre-built teams. But I don't want to do that. I want to try and build my own. Yeah, I really want to try and build my own. Like, if I absolutely can't, I'll pick out a team. But I want to do something. And I feel like Rhyperior can seriously have potential. I just don't know what to do with Rhyperior. Like, Lightning Rod is such a good ability for dealing with Raging Bolt. Because the most common teams I've seen, is this thing called Bolt Balance, where it's Raging Bolt, Flutter Mane, a Tornadus with Sunny Day, and then, like, or some other Sunny Day Pokemon. There's something else. Oh yeah, Rillaboom, Incineroar, and then Xianpao. That's like one of the most common teams I've seen in the entire, like, format of Reg F. But I don't want to just counter one team. It was so much easier when I was just using Espeon and trying to just counter Darkrai. I don't know, surely there have to be other people that have used Rhyperior competitively in the past, right? Right? Surely. What am I looking for now? Absolutely just randomness. I don't know. I don't know, Tyler. I don't know. I am just wandering, looking while I, like, think out loud. Also, I just hate Showdown. It's so just annoying. What about Fire type? Yeah, I mean, like, classical core, Fire, Water, Grass core. Hence why Incineroar, Rillaboom are so good in this format. Garchomp too. Garchomp could be good. The fact is, if I'm using Rhyperior as an attacker, I want... I mean, I guess I don't need to be fully dedicated to Trick Room. I can have Rhyperior as part of, like, a Trick Room mode. Dragonite. Terra Normal E-Speed Dragonite. Classic. Or Loaded Dice Scale Shot E-Speed. That would work too. Stomping Tantrum. How have I not collected a Stomping Tantrum TM? Hello, Kirby Air Raiders. What? I think YouTube froze. Hey, Kuro, how are you? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Reboot the YouTube page. Oh no. Uh-oh. Nope. Okay. We are fully closing Google. How are you doing? It's been a little bit since I've seen you. What have you been up to? So really funny story, Kuro. The stream, the stream. I caught one Ditto and it had the 0 speed IV. So I'm gonna take that as a sign of the universe wanting me to use Trick Room. But your boy doesn't know how to make the universe's ideals work. So we are trying to figure that out right now. Because my previous Trick Room team didn't work, my Iron Crown Side Spam team didn't work. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And now I'm in Area 0, shiny hunting Screamtown. I don't know. You turn the game volume down by chance. Oh my gosh, why is it so high? I am so sorry. I did not mean to break your eardrums. OBS like reset all of my settings, I swear. Ah. Hi, Slowette. It's okay, lol. Okay, this Screamtail was green for a second there. Yeah. I am taking the fact that we found that Ditto in one ball in one attempt as like a sign from the universe, but your boy doesn't know how to make Trick Room work. So maybe I just need to do a crap ton of research into Trick Room. Maybe that's what we do. Chat, do we go research analytical mode? Do we go super analytics? Maybe a slower mod. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's the whole point of Trick Room. And the Rhyperior. I mean, again, the Rhyperior... I started the normal only challenge on Let's Go Eevee. How's that going for you? What normal types can you get? I mean, I guess it's plentiful. There are lots of normal types. You get Snorlax. And I've tried Guts Ursaluna. I don't like Guts Ursaluna. Like, people can just protect in front of it, stall it so that burn damage chips down, and then it's really weak specially. Like, special defensively. Like, I've tried to use that thing. To no avail. The electric type or the Violet Paradox Pokemon don't seem as good as the Scarlet ones either. Just because they need booster energy, there's no easy way to set up electric terrain. I guess besides using like Prankster Thundurus. I've been slacking off. Slacking off? You've been... This is awkward. What? Morpheus, where are you? Morpheus? I lost my dude. What? Where is he? If you see it slacking, say it's slacking. Okay, I lost my slacking. Yeah, I've been slacking off. Where's my slacking? What? 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 gone! What? Did you release that accident? Box 3? I mean, according to the game, he's just gone. Well then. He must be in Pokemon Home. He must be. Anyways, I know I want to use Rhyperior. That is the only, like, guaranteed Pokemon. I know I want to use Rhyperior because Bolt Balance is just such a thing in Regulation F. Raging Bolt is literally everywhere. It also beats Iron Crown teams if I come across them. It beats Goldango. Possibly. Probably not. I probably need a different Pokemon for Goldango. Because Make It Rain will just destroy me. Joke gone wrong. Joke gone wrong. Every joke I do goes wrong. That's why they're called haha funny. The haha funny is when the joke goes wrong. Well, actually, no. Haha funny is supposed to be jokes, but yeah. I don't know. Oh no, not the haha funny the flashbacks. Nobody tell Cafe. Nobody remind Cafe of the haha funny. Oh shoot. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, Fluttermane's everywhere too. Hence why my Rhyperior has Shadow Claw. You know, I guess just debating about it isn't going to do anything. Let me just hide in the corner here. And let me just pull up a damage calculator. With also phased to Flack into normal type. Yes. Yes. Okay. Rhydon, Stealth Rock, Offensive Sword Stance, Rhyhorn, Rhyperior. Blank set. I'd probably have you have like a Brave nature. Just like you're even lower on speed. 0 IBs, 40. Outspeeds Ursaluna, actually. That's funny. Move 1 would be... Move 1 would definitely be, like, Stomping Tantrum or something. Maybe Earthquake, I don't know. Stomping Tantrum, Rock Slide. If I were to go with an Assault Vest, then I could have, like, I don't know, Mega Horn Shadow Claw. I feel like Shadow Claw's a decent move, though. High critical hit rate. If I'm not doing Assault Vest, though, I definitely want to Protect. I'm pretty sure that just KOs Fluttermane, doesn't it? Yeah, Shadow Claw just one hit KOs Fluttermane. Honestly, any of my moves do. Let me look at Crown. I'm not ignoring anybody, by the way. I just want y'all to know that I am just in a different tab at the moment. Oh gosh, why did that happen? Or the slack off would work too. True. The Stomping Tantrum can one-shot, but it doesn't. Unfortunate. So the biggest issue with Rhyperior is its special defense, and the fact that it is 4 times weak against both grass and water. And with Ogerpon being a very popular Pokemon in the format, Ogerpon is something that I need to be worried about, as well as the Rillabooms that can Grassy Glide. And I absolutely need to run Terra Fairy on Rhyperior, because otherwise it just takes too much damage from Draco from Raging Bolt, especially if it goes Calm Mind boosted. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do some research. We're gonna do a bunch of research right now. How to play Brick Rail. There has to be like a video on YouTube or something, right? Let's see here. How to actually play Trick Room by the Delibird. Okay. Oh, hello. Webcam up here. Okay. We have to move this over here. The screen might flash. Just a heads up, flash warning. I'm not sure if it actually does when I switch my monitor back over or not, but yeah. Low ads. Imagine Delibird was so good. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm watching a video by a guy called Delibird. By the way. So like, y'all know how desperate I'm getting. Y'all know how desperate I am to make this work. I just want that to be known. I'm watching a video by a guy named the Delibird, so that's how you guys know that I'm desperate to get this to work. Oh wait, it has to be over here, doesn't it? Yeah. So this over here, this over here. Okay. There we go. Okay. We are going to watch this. Let me just make sure there is audio. Delibird isn't that bad. I don't like Delibird. I hate it. Stupid Pokemon. Ice Flying is such a bad typing.
Welcome back to Zero to Hero.
Zero to Hero.
We teach you how to teach yourself how to play Pokemon VGC.
Gotta love the
We're back with
Palafin.
the How to Actually Play series, and today we're going over the Trick Room archetype.
Okay.
The Trick Room archetype is one that heavily relies on Trick Room, as the name suggests. There are varying degrees of how much a team relies on this effect. Some teams are hard Trick Room and have multiple Trick Room attackers and setters on the same team.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Teams just have one setter and a couple sweepers, and it functions more of a mode on the team, like Tail Room or Balance, and isn't the whole defining feature of the team. Here, we're focusing on hard Trick Room.
I've watched this guy, have you?
Main win condition, and
have you?
All the tools needed to ensure that it goes up in any circumstance.
Where's my notebook?
Trick Room teams, as mentioned, often have 2, 3, or even 4 sweepers, 2 to 3 setters, and usually 2 support Pokemon that can sometimes function as a setter or support getting Trick Room up in some other way. This archetype is heavily reliant on setting Trick Room, and it's very powerful with it, but quite weak without it. As without it, its Pokemon are often slow and will be moving last the whole match. First, we'll take a look at a couple of well-built Trick Room teams, review specific tactics we can use to play the team properly, then consider the archetype's bad matchups. Just before we get into it, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Again, it seems small, but it makes a huge difference. Feel free to check out the Patreon if you want to support the channel directly, and you can check out my archetype video to see more about the archetype as a whole and building it, whereas here we focus more on how to play the archetype. So what's the goal of Trick Room teams? The goal is to ensure Trick Room goes up,
get Trick Room
making
up.
the most use of the Trick Room turns you have to deal massive damage with powerful sweepers and end the game quickly.
True.
The game plan really is similar to Hyper Offense in the sense that you rely on some form of speed control to get a huge advantage, and then follow it up with big damage very quickly. But Trick Room teams are vulnerable if the speed control does not go up, or if you cannot close out the game before it wears off. Our two examples of teams come to us from
That was the biggest issue with my Espionization and Kyogre team, just game put inside of Trick Room, which is a big reason of why I wanted to try using Trick Room myself. Because like that team was, you could consider hyper offense. I mean, you Tailwind and you Water Spout with Kyogre, or you Tailwind and you take out Stabilization or Lando. So the fact that he's saying this can be hyper offensive, I mean, I guess I haven't really thought of that. I mean, I guess I kind of did with my last team where I tried to make everything an attacker, but just like super bulky. I don't know.
G and Reg H. On this team,
Reg G,
Space
Reg
Rider is an
H,
example
okay.
of a Pokemon that is both a Trick Room sweeper and a setter, making it an incredible lead and a key piece on this type of team. The team boasts huge damage within Trick
There's the Raging Bolt.
Specs Torkoal, Guts Ursaluna, and Choice Banded Urshifu. This allows the team to bypass Protects with Urshifu that are usually used to stall Trick Room turns, and again has great offensive type coverage with Torkoal and Ursaluna.
That is something I have noticed while playing. Protect I already knew was just such a good move, but it slows down the game so much that I normally can't get KOs because of Protects. So maybe I do need to have an Urshifu or something that hits through Protect. What hits through Protect? Phantom Force? Iron Crown? No, Iron Boulder, I mean. Iron Boulder's signature move hits through it. Phantom Force hits through it. Urshifu. If I run a slow Urshifu.
With 4 incredible offensive threats, you can see the similarities between Trick Room and Hyper Offense. Indeedee and
Dragapult?
with Follow Me.
Can Dragapult work in Trick Room?
And Indeedee with Trick Room can support Calyrex to set Trick Room while still being able to enhance the damage of Calyrex or any of the threats with Decorate and Helping Hand, since after Trick Room is up, you usually want 2 damage threats on the field, but them having damage enhancement serves a similar role. Let's look at our Reg H team. Hatterene on this team serves a similar role as Ice Rider.
Wait, I wasn't thinking about that.
Room and Sweep in it. It combos particularly well with Indeedee.
I've seen this a few times.
Expanding Forces in Psychic Terrain.
Like Reg H games I played.
Ursaluna are the same as the last team, as hard hitters with complementary type coverage. And
it's a magic bouncer.
Spread damage, making the team not extraordinarily weak to Wide Guard. Gallade is unique on this team as it provides a 3rd Trick Room setter for the team, and is used more for specific matchups where its offensive coverage is needed. It also has access to Wide Guard to protect the team from hyper offense teams looking to overwhelm them with spread attacks early. Mousehold is also on this team, but it's quite fast. It likely functions somewhat as a suicide lead as a more frail Follow Me Pokemon, hoping to...
Bro, you can't just say that! You can't just say that on YouTube, man! Oh gosh!
Field while Trick Room goes up. So what specific tactics do Trick Room teams like to use?
Gonna get
First tactic,
banned.
Repeat.
Once I'm gonna get banned.
Your opponent is likely to transition into playing defensive, using Protects often and making switches to try and reduce your damage and stall until Trick Room runs out. With your opponent playing so defensively,
must switch and stall with
more leeway and should aim to position 2 damage threats on the field at the same time to get the most use out of your Trick Room turns to deal the most damage while you have it.
Yeah, I've tried doing
able
that.
To identify when they will protect early and switch in an offensive threat is key. And if you're unable to finish the game from the first duration of Trick Room, you should aim to pivot your setter back on the field.
Ads!
We're more than just a
ads! Shut up! Shut up! I literally hit pause. Why? Holy heck, dude. Stupid ads. I wish YouTube gave you a warning. Ay, ay, ay.
Our second tactic is Suicide Setter. It again
Ay.
for a second duration of Trick Room. Our second tactic is Suicide Setters.
Right?
Some teams will run options like an eject button or even Memento on a redirector or support Pokemon. This allows them to take one hit, immediately switch out with an eject button to an offensive threat, while the setter
And
gets
3,
triggered in
2,
that same
1.
turn, only needing to worry about one of the opponent's attacks. This propels your offensive momentum significantly, allowing you to make full use of your Trick Room.
Chat, do y'all like my hat?
Take a turn switching in another threat. It does, however, make you more vulnerable on that first turn, as you'll only redirect one attack, leaving the setter or the incoming sweeper vulnerable to the other attack. And if you're using a move like Memento, it is putting you down a Pokemon in the matchup. But this enhanced momentum can really be a game changer in many circumstances.
Enhanced momentum.
Our third tactic is the most
The
complicated.
hat is floating.
Is the Room Reset. The Room Reset is an advanced tactic that requires a very specific situation to pull off. And it's only possible while you have
We're in
two
for some
Pokemon
shenanigans
on the field that can use Trick Room on the board at the same time.
It's where you use
And
Trick Room and
both
Trick
of
Room
your
again like
opponent's
that.
Pokemon need to be able to use Protect. This
Yeah.
tactic only needs to be used or should be used when Trick Room is about to end with one turn left. Although it can
I've
be
tried
used
doing
with
that, it's
two
very
turns
hard to
left,
do. I've only
but
pulled
the
it
last
off
turn is the
once.
most common. If both of your opponent's Pokemon are likely to Protect, being the last turn of Trick Room, intending to stall it out, rather than attacking into both Protects and getting no value for the turn, you can consider using Trick Room on both of your Pokemon. Using Trick Room while it is active ends the effect, so the first Trick Room will end the Trick Room right away, and the second use of it will follow up with a new Trick Room, giving you a full 5 turns, rather than needing to be vulnerable after it ends and trying to set it after. Again, this will only work if your opponent is protecting with both of their Pokemon, giving you full freedom to use this.
But like if they have Hydreigon out, they would probably just
And
Dark
it's
Pulse
like
your
an
Indeedee.
attack, or going to use something like Fake Out. It's better to continue to go
And they'd probably be
Again,
Terrasilize on
you're
their
left completely
thing.
vulnerable going for Trick Room on both Pokemon. But it can be used to great success when the opportunity arises. So what about bad matchups for the team? Hyper Offense is kind of a good and bad matchup for the team. If playing against something with overwhelming spread damage, you can get around your Trick Room.
I like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon
the game
thing
can be
there.
over on
I'm a big
turn
Mystery
one. They
Dungeon
have enough
fan.
spread damage to KO.
But I
your
like
setter
that kind
before
of
it goes up.
inspiration.
However, if you're able to survive this early offensive
I should be
onslaught,
paying more
you'll have
attention.
a huge advantage.
I should be paying more attention.
Something. Hyper Offense is kind of a good and bad matchup for the team. If playing against something with overwhelming spread damage that can get around your Trick Room setting tools like Fake Out or Follow Me, the game can be over on turn 1 if they have enough spread damage to KO your setter before it goes up. However, if you're able to survive this early offensive onslaught, you'll have a huge advantage once Trick Room is up, and you can easily dispatch Hyper Offense's frail offensive threats. Also, priority-based Hyper Offense teams can also give a lot of trouble, as you can spend your time setting Trick Room only for them to use priority attacks and still move first regardless.
Which is why Indeedee is really
Also give
good.
This archetype some problems. Stall is designed to be incredibly bulky to withstand powerful attacks from sweepers. Stall teams also generally have slow Pokemon, so you'll get less value from setting Trick Room, and sometimes even no value if their walls are as slow or slower than your team. And they're often built to weather a storm for a long period of time, so being able to stall out Trick Room while dealing residual damage to your Pokemon the whole time can be a problem. So how do you deal with stall? Similar to Hyper Offense, you can sometimes completely...
This! Thank you for doing a emergency test. Ay. Thank you, phone. Thank you, phone. Ay. Aren't they supposed to like announce when they do a test? When they're gonna do a test? Ay, so people don't panic. Ay. I was like, oh gosh, what's happening? Is there an earthquake? I was like, oh gosh, is there an earthquake happening? Oh no! Or something like that. These two. I hate Dozu and Tinglu. Ay. I hate them. I hate them so much.
Forgo Trick Room in favor of having 2 damage threats on the board. Since against stall you might be moving first anyways, and even if you aren't moving first, they aren't doing huge damage right away. Meaning even if you're moving after their Pokemon, they won't be picking up KOs right away, and you can lay in with your huge damage from your sweepers. Again, your sweepers are still sweepers, and can deal big damage with or without Trick Room. So leading with 2 damage threats can sometimes be enough to overcome these walls.
This was
faster
not
than
the outcome we
likely.
expected.
Although this series is for playing the archetype, Trick Room is a bit of a unique case. Since its game plan is so straightforward, the early game plan is almost always just to set Trick Room, and the main way you adjust to accomplish that, rather than adjusting your play, is adjusting what tools you bring to each match. So our tactics for beating hyper offense are not specific to beating hyper offense, but apply to many common things that players use to prevent Trick Room.
Right.
So rather than these being tactics against hyper offense, they're mostly things for you to prepare for in team building. Your opening game plan and being able to identify what tools your opponent has and will likely
Fake out,
use to
taunt,
stop your Trick
their own Trick
heavily
Room,
influences
imprison.
what you need to bring and lead to counter their anti-Trick Room tools. Choosing the right leads in Trick Room is one of the most important aspects of your play, as getting incorrect leads can have you getting shut down right on turn 1. The most common tools of dealing with Trick Room
And
are
then you just lose the game.
damage early, taunt, fake out, and imprison. So when faced with taunt or extreme damage, having your redirector to take this damage or the taunt keeps your setter from having to deal with these effects or damage and allows them to set the Trick Room early. Mental Herb can also be used to shake off a taunt once. With Fake Out, you likely notice that both of our Trick Room teams have Indeedee, which is an amazing Trick Room tool for having redirection, but also bringing Psychic Terrain, which blocks opposing...
Yeah, I feel like Trick Room teams kind of need
Fake
Indeedee
Out.
for Psychic
Graph is
Surge.
another common Trick Room support option, as it blocks priority attacks from the opponent.
Or that.
This is very useful also against...
But Indeedee's a bit more
priority-based
useful
hyper
because
offense
Follow
teams,
Me.
as it completely removes that option from them. Imprison is the hardest tool to work around, and you can lose your turn if you go for Trick Room, while they seal it away with Imprison. You really need to adjust your focus to KO the Imprisoner, and then set Trick Room as soon as possible after. Again, it sounds straightforward, but as mentioned, without Trick Room up, you're quite vulnerable. So being able to identify when you might need to lead 2 offensive threats to take out an Imprisoner, rather than leading your typical setter and support Pokemon to get Trick Room right away. That's it for the tactics for Trick Room, and thanks again for tuning in to the How to Actually series.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so here's what I'm wondering, and let me cut back to the game here. Because I've seen a lot. Teams that don't use Indeedee, a lot of them run Farigiraf. Yeah, a lot of them run the Farig, so I'm just curious, because Shadowclaw can't one-shot Farigiraf because it's part normal. Probably not gonna have Electric Seed. And every single one of them uses, like, Hyper Voice. They always use the offensive Hyper Voice Throat Spray. How is there no pre-made Throat Spray in here? Okay, whatever. So how much does... So what I'm curious about... So Mega Horn could one-shot Farigiraf. And let's say Terra. Right? Then it does 52 to 61. The problem with Mega Horn, though, is it's extremely inaccurate. I think it only has, like, what, 85 accuracy? 75? I was right. 85. The first thing first, identifying how much power does it have? It has 120. That's the thing. It has 120. It's a 120 power bug type move. So if I could find a way to get Rhyperior to +1, then I could KO. That's the thing there. It needs to be +1 Rhyperior. But my special defense is so low. Just get absolutely just destroyed by anything like that. By Fluttermane. If only there was like a prankster Pokemon that learned Trick Room. Is there a prankster Pokemon that learns Trick Room? Klefki Whimsicott. Wait, Whimsy learns Trick Room? What? Wait, what? Whimsicott learns Trick Room? Interesting. Whimsicott can learn Trick Room. Because the other big issue is Miracle and Amoonguss. And Whimsicott can learn Taunt as well. Fast Trick Room Setter. Yeah, I know. And if it's designed just to die. So you get Sunny Day. You don't get Rain Dance, though. What other... I mean, surely you'd be running that to, like, counter stuff, right? Also, no Pokemon is spawning in this area. Mega Banette. Meowstic, Klefki. Those are the Pokemon with Prankster that learn Trick Room. I could do a Sun team. Because there is certainly lots of weather teams, too. Like, Alolan Ninetales has dominated Reg H, so I feel like a lot of people will probably use Alolan Ninetales for Aurora Veil. Even if it dies fast, getting Trick Room off as early as possible is super amazing. True. True. It's just, if it gets taunted itself. But, I mean, I guess I don't have to worry about that if I'm using Prankster Trick Room, right? Yeah, if I'm using a Prankster in Trick Room, then I don't have to worry about Taunt. Unless it's from Tornado. Well, actually, no. Actually, no, because if I run... Wait, if I... Hello, Giraffe Ring. If I run max speed Whimsicott, outspeeds Tornadus. So then I have a Pokemon that I don't have to worry about Taunt. I can give it Fake, or I can give it Covert Cloak. Okay, thank you for knocking. Yeah. Yeah, I already... Building off my experiences of right... Let me out. Why are you just holding a booster energy? Let me out. Let me out. I'm free! Prankster Trick Room, max speed Whimsicott, the speed, Covert Cloak, go back? What? Why? Why? It's too late now, it's gonna be despawned. I think there was a shiny. Oh no. Oh no, it's too late. It's too late. It's gone. It's gone. It's game over. It's fine. We ain't shiny hunting today anyways. Rip. Yeah, no, I don't see any shinies. Looks like a shiny Jumpluff. Oh, well, I already have a shiny Jumpluff, so I'm good. Yeah, I already have a shiny Jumpluff, so I don't care. So I run Trick Room, I run Taunt, I run Covert Cloak, Max Speed to get around Tornadus. Right? Covert Cloak. Trick Room, Taunt. What would my other moves want to be? Encore? I could do Encore. Because as long... Whimsicott speed doesn't matter. Whimsicott being max speed doesn't matter if it's all priority moves. Unless it's up against another prankster Pokemon. That's the only reason why it matters. Quite literally. Because then it gets outsped in Trick Room. But the goal is to use Trick Room. Whimsicott gets Memento? So Whimsicott and Indeedee kind of can fill the same roles here. Heck, I can even send out Indeedee after too. Protect Rhyperior turn 1, then use Trick Room with Whimsicott, and then or Taunt Amoonguses or whatever. Big tears. No. Let me put OBS back over on that monitor. Whimsicott learns Hurricane from back when it was a flying type. Helping Hand. Moonblast. Play Rough. Beat Up. Conspore. I guess I could always do something where I'm hitting myself. Huh. Yeah, I guess I could always do something where Whimsy, or where... Weakness Palsy Rhyperior, actually. That would be a strat. Without Solid Rock, Rhyperior would take a lot more damage from something like Surf. Unless I use a very weak Steel type or Poison type, and Terra Rhyperior right away, Terra Fairy, and then use a really weak attacker that's Steel or Poison. Something like Gyro Ball on another slow Pokemon. Or Bulldoze. I could use Bulldoze. I definitely need other Trick Room setters. And special attacking Trick Room Pokemon. I can use Torkoal. I can do the classic Choice Specs Torkoal with Eruption. That is definitely something I could do. Because that is major damage if they can't just stop me. Eruption... Overheat... Earth Power... What else? Clear Smog. I guess that beats the Dendoso Tatsugiri. Terrifier. I guess. Second setter though. Second setter. It should be a setter that can also deal damage. Galarian Articuno. No. I think I've definitely said though I need Indeedee for the Psychic Terrain. Just to stop fake outs. Just remove that pressure. So I could run Safety Goggles, Follow Me. Safety Goggles, Follow Me. You get Helping Hand. Could do Memento. Nope. Nope, cannot do Memento. What is it? Healing Wish? What's the suicide move? What is the sacrifice move? Metronome. Prism there. Healing Wish. Why can Indeedee learn Fake Out? That's so counterproductive. If I'm building Sun, though, I definitely want some stuff to take advantage of the Sun. I've got a Grass type, I've got a Fire type, so it would probably be some type... There's no Water type that takes advantage of the Sun. Walking Wake. That I don't have access to! Ugh. Damn it! This is making me want to hop back on Pokemon. Follow Me, Helping Hand. I guess Psyshock. For a little damage. Just in case. Healing Wish? Whimsy, I don't know what your Terra would be. I already know what your Terra would be. What would Indeedee's Terra be? What is the most common Indeedee Terra? Let's start there. Grass. Berry, water, psychic. I guess I'll make you Terra Fairy too. In which case I can run Gleam. Instead of Side Shock. So the Follow Me is useful for getting rid of, for stopping Amoonguses. I think I'm a bit better at team building now, so I think I can make a competitively viable team. Torkoal. Let's see, what was it that you said about, Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What is it that you said about, things? Bad matchups, specific tactics? Double protect. Switching your attacker. Teams.
Chevrolet.
Ads! Ay, ay, ay. Why me? Why you two? And it's not muted. I literally hit the mute button. Stop it. Damn truckers.
Of teams come to us from Reg G and Reg H. On this team, Calyrex Ice Rider is an example of a Pokemon that is both a Trick Room sweeper and a setter, making it an incredible lead and a key piece on this type of team. The team boasts huge damage within Trick Room, with a Choice Specs Torkoal, Guts Ursaluna, and Choice Banded Urshifu. This allows the team to bypass Protects with Urshifu that are usually used to stall Trick Room turns, and again has great offensive type coverage with Torkoal and Ursaluna. With 4 incredible offensive threats, you can see the similarities between Trick Room and Hyper Offense.
Right.
Indeedee and Smeargle, both with Follow Me, Smeargle with Fake Out, and Indeedee with Trick Room, can support Calyrex to set Trick Room, while still being able to enhance the damage of Calyrex or any of the threats with Decorate and Helping Hand, since after Trick Room is up, you usually want 2 damage threats on the field, but them having damage enhancement serves a similar role. Let's look at our Reg H team. Katarina on this team serves a similar role.
There has to be some examples of a Reg F Trick Room team, right? That I could look at. I heard about the story about Hatterini with the clear amulet and everything. Choice Specs Eruption will clear the field. Is there a dark mode for this site? Hatterini's, Miracle, Torkoal, Urshifu. I think having something to get around Protect is definitely the most viable or valuable thing on a Trick Room team. Oh yeah, Indeedee can know Trick Room too. Maybe not Gleam. Or Healing Wish. Maybe I'd give you Trick Room. Because let me think. What are going to be my biggest problems? Urshifu Rapid for myself. If I don't send out Torkoal. Torkoal does pair well with Rhyperior because it removes kind of that water weakness that Rhyperior has. And maybe then I don't have to commit a Terra if I want to use Rhyperior. And considering I'm using Torkoal, I definitely should have the Dark type Urshifu, right? So then maybe I don't need to run Shadow Claw on Rhyperior, because I think a Choice Band Urshifu should one-shot a Flutter Mane. Unless a Terra Fairy. Can you learn Poison Jab? You do. Damage should help. Sorry if this is a bit of a boring stream, everybody. I thought that we'd be doing this while doing Ditto hunting, but things have changed. Things have, changed. Blame the Ditto for being caught so fast. Oh, that's interesting. They go Terra Grass on this set. .91 speed isn't bad for Trick Room, I've found, because of like Heatran and other Pokemon I've used. Like, it's definitely workable. Wicked Blow does just one-shot Flutter. Now what's the Terra Fairy like I've been saying? It's still, oh my gosh, it's still one-shots Flutter. 81% of the time. Oh my gosh. Yeah, then I 100% use Urshifu. I just need to find a way to protect you. I guess that's what the Terra is for. If I go Terra Poison, then Moonblast will do negligible damage. Like my Urshifu Rapid. Plus, I also just have Rhyperior, too. Rhyperior, if you're running Weakness Policy, then I run Protect. For certain scenarios. So I can also set Trick Room. Okay. I still don't have an offensive Trick Room user. I have Whimsicott, I have Indeedee, but Indeedee's really there more for support. I need an offensive Trick Room setter. So I could use Hatterene. Yeah, Hatterene. But if I'm using Weakness Policy, I also need to be able to use, like, Bulldoze to hurt Rhyperior. What would be the best? So it has to be a physical attack to hurt Rhyperior. Yeah. I'm not looking to answer key threats. It has to be a physical attack to hurt Rhyperior, because, like, it can be on a special attacking Pokemon too, because then their physical attack won't be that strong. Rhyperior's got really good defense. Torkoal can deal with Shampoo. I don't need to worry about Shampoo on this team. Same with Urshifu. Technically. Fight against Tingdo, Dindozo. If I come across those teams are going to be a problem. Whimsicott. Can give you Memento, too. I will cripple teams. Or I can give you Helping Hand. You know, I could give Whimsicott Sunny Day, because if I'm facing other teams with weather, they could, like, use a Rain Dance Torn, or something like that, you know? Or, like, swap in their weather setter. So, having Sunny Day on the Whimsicott wouldn't be the worst in the world. Let's see, something that learns something like Bulldozer. What's, like, the weakest physical move that does super effective to Rhyperior? Decisions. Decisions and questions, chat. Did I lose you, Tyler? Oh, shoot. I know Kuro's gone. Kuro probably left a while ago. Let's scream down. I could run something booster energy. low booster energy Pokemon. Root Bomb it. So I could put Dendoza this. No, but every Dendoza runs Terra Grass. Going down. Any shiny Flare Remains down here? An offensive Pokemon that can use Trick Room. I mean, we saw one there in being the Hatterene. I guess I could use Glade, too. Yeah. I could definitely use a Glade. I don't know why I'm going down here, by the way. I have no reason to go down here. I mean, Sacred Sword... Sacred Sword plus what? Kills Condozo. Or kills, Tinglu. What? Oh, there's a Gloomit up there. I'm back, my bad. I was taking a shower. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. An offensive Trick Room setter. Urchboo's there to work around the Protect. I don't know why I'm down here. Can I fast travel from here? Can. What if I just put Koraidon in flight mode? Koraidon! Fly across the region. To the pinwheels. No, not the pinwheels, the windmills. Gosh, get it right, Super. An offensive Trick Room setter. Let me look up Trick Room, just so I can see what Pokemon learn it. Not Trick Room. Azelf. Articuno Galar, Armor Rouge. Plays into the fire. Because if I'm going Sun, I want something to benefit from the Sun. So I definitely could use a Photosynthesis Pokemon. Oh man, it's Screentel. Damn it, too fast. I guess I could use... What abilities all benefit from Sun? Hold up. I know Chlorophyll, obviously, but I don't want Chlorophyll. Solar Beam, Solar Blade, Solar Power, Solar Power. Charizard. Darn it. No. What are we doing right now? I am trying to determine what the last member of this possible team could be. So I got Rhyperior, Whimsicott, Indeedee, Torkoal, Urshifu, Dark. I want to be another Trick Room setter that can be more offensive. I guess Hatterene, yeah. Because I do have the Psychic Surge, so I can use Expanding Force, Trick Room. Moonblast, too. Mystical Fire, I guess. What other moves do you get? Dark Pulse, Helping Hand, Life Dew, Healing Wish, Pain Split, Play Rough. What was the one that this guy had? Terra Blast, and you were Terra Fire. Spinning Force, Dazzling Gleam, Terra Blast, Trick Room. Overcloak. Oh, but this one had Overcloak. I guess Mental Herb then? I don't know. Or no, Clear Amulet. So how does that interaction with Clear Amulet and Instant using Parting Shot work? Clear Amulet. That's a rainy. How does that interaction actually work? I know Wolf made a video on it, like a short on it or something. How does this work?
This Pokemon player trolled an entire tournament with crazy bluff. This is Ben Wismer, and he's using a very weird Pokemon. It's Hatterene, and it's holding the item.
I realize that you guys can't see this.
Ben using it. Well, Ben's entire strategy.
Right. Right. Okay, so if I have Clear Amulet, Parting Shot still makes me switch out if I have Magic Bounce. So that's good to know. And a lot of people probably know that now too, compared to when this guy did it. But then again, there's probably a good chance that a good few people don't know that interaction. Of course, then the play is just not run Magic Bounce, right? But if I'm not running Magic Bounce, then I'm prone to a Moongus. Oh, but I can't hurt my Rhyperior. Do you learn a move that hurts Rhyperior? Do you learn, like, bulldoze or anything? No, this doesn't work. Needs to be able to hurt Rhyperior while setting up Trick Room. I honestly think bulldoze is, like, the correct play. What Pokemon learns Trick Room and bulldoze? Exeggutor. And I'm right back where I was before, because I was using an Alolan Exeggutor. Wait, Gallade learns bulldoze? Okay, but then how do I beat Dozo? How did this guy say it for the bulldoze team? Ads. You hate to see them. Right? So they're using that to beat Dindozo Tinglo. Hey Noah, how are you doing today? Noah, really funny story. We found the Ditto in one ball. We caught one Ditto, and it had the 0 speed IV. Really funny story. I can't run Earthquake on you. I definitely a ground type move on you though to deal with King Lu. Or no, Flip. What's its name? What's its face? The thing, Raging Bolt. Can you not get a stronger physical ground move than that? An Earthquake? No, there it is. High horsepower. Oh my gosh, lol. Good man, how have you been? I have been struggling. I want to build Reg H. But Reg H, or not Reg H, Reg F, but I just cannot get a good team. Here, let's take a small break. Let's do a rank match. I'm shadowing right now. Or you're showdowning right now. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna do a quick game. I just came to say hello before I head off. Where are you going? You always come in, say hi, and leave. Hop on Reg J Pokemon Showdown Super. Ha! No. Bed. Fair. I ain't touching Showdown, no. Heck no. Elegance. Why are people the way that they are? Genuinely. Do I go Trick Room or do I go Tailwind? I think I go Trick Room. I think I go Trick Room. Alright, well, let's destroy this person. What's wrong with Showdown? I spent too much time with Showdown. And of course it brought the Surging Strike Search Boo first. Great, that's great for me. So I have to tear a Dark Dusclops here so it can't be taunted. Whilst I go for my own Trick Room. You're going to Surging Strikes me, I'm gonna go into my Giratina. Of all the music we could have gone. Because they're not going to set Tailwind up when they can see that the Dusclops is going to go for Trick Room. So Terra Dark is the safest thing to make me immune to Taunt. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Surging Strike. It went exactly like I thought it was going to. See, chat, I know the game. I can play this game. Ow. That actually really hurt. Okay, we get Trick Room set up. So that's good. I'm gonna go Taunt onto the Whimsicott now, and I'm going to click Shadow. What do you have on your team? Do you have anything that's immune? No. I'm gonna click Shadow Force into the Ursh. There we go. He Surging Strikes my Dusclops, that's fair. So this is what's been causing you pain, Balance, by the way. No, not this. Not this. This is an entirely different format here. I am perfectly fine with this format. I will Pain Split the Urshifu to make sure I knock it out. How long am I going to be streaming for? I don't know. I was going to stream until we got the Ditto. But, yeah. No, I've been trying to build for a different format called Regulation F. Noah? That's KO. Whimsy's probably sashed, right? This could deal damage. Maybe it's my special attack. But it's just a really hard format. The Rank Master. Xian Pao. Okay. How many turns of Trick Room left? 2. You're probably gonna Sacred Sword on Dusclops, right? You Moonblasted my Dusclops slot. Okay. You went for Ice Spinner into me. Okay, well that was a good switch on my part. Mythicot's no longer taunted. I suspect that they're going to go for the double protect here to stall at my Trick Room. I'm going to attempt to body press and go for Shadow Force into this thing. Hear me out. What if you press that house button on your controller and open Mario Kart and play a viewer? They withdraw their Xianpao. Okay. We force the switch. They go out into Calyrex. Man, if I had Shadow Sneak, then they'd just be dead. They're going to Encore me into Protect. Okay. Okay, fair enough. You know what? Fair enough. Are you going to Terra your Calyrex? Twisted Dimensions return to normal. I think I have to sack here. I think I have to sack Giratina here. Yeah, I'll sack Giratina here. No Terra from them, so if I can hit Crunch, then we're good. No, you Encore me again? Oh my gosh. Whimsicott! You're gonna use Psychic on me. You have... I swear, the Calyrexes I fight against have the most random moves. Break the Sash, at least. I think I have to get going for now. If I see you on later, I can hop back on. See ya. Bye, Tyler. Thank you for joining. Hope to see you tomorrow. This would have been a much different game if I had brought Zapdos. It goes for Substitute? Okay. Yeah, so this is awkward, but I'm also going. Sorry for being only able to just pop in. All good. All good. No need to worry. No need to worry whatsoever. I totally just Hyper Voice though, right? Only I had Protect on my Death Claw. Then, like, the play would totally be to Protect and Hyper Voice here. To KO the Whimsicott. Astral Barrage, that's not going to do, like, any damage. Yeah, but Whimsicott will knock out my Death Claw. Let's say attack my Ursaluna, thinking I was going to swap. No. That's fine. No more Trick Room. But hopefully Hyper Voice picks up the KO on Calyrex here? I hope. Ah, just barely not. Okay. Yeah, send out Giratina here because I can protect. They're gonna send back out their Xianpao. Yeah, I just need to clear this Calyrex. They Terra their Shampoo to Stellar. No, they Terra to Ghost, actually. That's interesting. Haven't seen that before. They go for Psychic into Ursaluna. And they crit! Lost because of critical hit. Thank you, game. Thanks, game. Lovely. Lovely. Thank you, game. Okay. It's exactly like Showdown. Actually, no, wait. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Shampoo can only KO one Pokemon. Ice Spinner. If Ice Spinner is the best it has... Alright, Shadow Sneak and Crunch. That is the only play I've got. If either of my Pokemon can't KO this Shampoo, then I'm done. Okay, you went for the wrong target. Unless you're sashed. You're probably sashed, aren't you? Question is here, are you gonna go for Sucker Punch? If you're going for Sucker Punch, Shadow Force wins. Otherwise, I Shadow Sneak always. Yeah, we're in this awkward game, aren't we? Or no, Shadow Force doesn't win. I just lose. I mean, surely I have to just hope that they click Ice Spinner here. Nope. Unfortunate. Lost because critical hit. Thanks, game. Thanks, game. Because I know that my Ursaluna can live one Psychic. Just lost to a person with that. Ay, ay, ay. Great. Great. Yeah, I'm gonna do another one. If I had brought, like, Grimmsnarl or something, that would have been a different game. But no, I led wrong. I got red. They brought the Urshifu. Yeah, they brought the Urshifu. If I had brought Zapdos, maybe. Or if I had led with Zamazenta. Or Gary. If I had led with Giratina right away, that would have been an entirely different game. I had turn 1 right about what they were going to do, I just couldn't recover. If I had Terra Ghost too, that would have helped. If I had Terra Dark to get my Trick Room set up. Okay. So once again, I think I go Trick Room mode. This time it's safer. Do I bring Fenrir? Or do I bring Choco? So I want to set up Trick Room, but I don't want to at the same time here. This is a little bit of an awkward team. Whimsy and Rilla. Okay, so what I'm expecting to see here is for the Rillaboom to fake out Zapdos. I do want to go for Tailwind. But it's not the worst thing if I don't get set up this turn. Yeah, Shadow Force the cut slot. Yep, they fake out, Covert Cloak's gonna trigger, and then I will one-shot with Wraith Bird. Or I will not. Apparently my EVs are wrong. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Zapdos. Apparently my EVs are wrong. Because that is supposed to KO every single time. Is it not? I guess I just didn't get the right roll. Send in Dusclaw. Can't tear it goes my Giratina. Have to do this to stop the taunt. Not that they went for it. No, they went Wood Hammer instead. Critical hit again! Oh my gosh. This game loves to crit me. Okay, well I will get my Trick Room set up here, so that's good. I can also Pain Split something. They brought Urshifu. They brought Callie. Okay. Not too concerned about Calyrex. I would like to Pain Split you. Actually, you're about to get hit by close combat, aren't you? Yeah, so Pain Split the Urshifu, Shadow Force the Urshifu. You Terra your Calyrex. Make sure it doesn't get one shot by Giratina. What are you? Terra Ghost. Okay. That is perfectly fine. You're gonna use the attack. Doesn't do nothing. Your life orb. Okay, well, with enough life orb ticks. Paleman's gone. Kind of sacking Giratina here, aren't I? I 100% need to get this pain split off. Oh no, wow, they went for Protect. Okay, they don't know what Shadow Force does. They do go Aqua Jet though, so that is the end of Dusclops. Okay. Here you go, Ursaluna. I am still inside Trick Rooms. Trick Room lasts for another 2 turns, so they could detect their Urshifu again here. However, it won't do too much. I'm gonna Blood Moon this. And also Shadow Sneak it. To get the KO. Because Giratina should be able to 1v1 Urshifu. Should. Not Scarf either. Good hit. Blood Moon KOs. Cool. I lose if they get double protect. I think. Like I would have lost that if they got the double. Hyper Voice. And Shadow Sneak. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This team is a tricky one to use. You really have to know the mode. I am a little annoyed that my Zapdos did not KO the Rillaboom. Like, why didn't you KO? Why did you not KO? What the heck, dude? Oh, it's because I didn't have the Defiant boost from Inset. Right. I always calc this with having the Defiant boost. If I have Defiant boost, I always KO. Right. Oh, I'm a fool. It's fine. We won anyways. If I was Adamant, I'd probably always KO there, right? Yeah. Yeah, 93.8% chance to OHKO. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay. I was hoping those battles would clear my head on what to do. But they did not. I still have zero clue what I want to do. I do not know, chat. The chat that does not exist. Hello, Haxorus. Back to Area 0. Back to Area 0. For what reason, I do not know. No clue. Couldn't tell ya. Dive, dive, dive. I guess I could run Solar Beam on Torkoal, actually. That beats Dondozo. Probably. Solar Beam instead of Overheat. Probably? Let's take a look. Does that one-shot a Dondozo? Mr. Torkoal. Dondozo. It can. If I go Terra Grass, I could. But I'm losing a lot of power on Eruption. Oh my gosh, Eruption just does 80 to 95% when it doesn't have any boosts? That's insane. Obviously, way less if it's +2. Yeah, which is why I need the Clear Smog. Well, I guess I should be running Charcoal. 1.2 times power. Yeah, because then I can use Clear Smog to clear Dondozo's stat boost. Just what's this last Pokemon gonna be? I like Eruption, I like Solar Beam. I have the Sunny Day Whimsicott. As well. In case they want to send out a Weather Setter. What's this last Pokemon gonna be? It needs to be an offensive Trick Room Setter. And technically, I guess I could go Glade. Sharpness. Terra Grass and Torkoal is also useful because I can't get put to sleep by Amogus. Because this also KOs Shanpao. Let's see, what did you do? Thank you, Ads. Back in the party. Nobody's in chat. I'm by myself again. Look at all these cool Glamoras. I caught a shiny Glamora the other day. Gotta say, shiny Glamora is probably one of the best shinies in Scarlet and Violet. From Scarlet and Violet. Sacred Sword, Psycho Cut, Wide Guard, Trick Room. And it was holding the Clear Amulet. Okay, so I was right about that. Interesting. So I might have been wasting my time doing the, what I was doing. Why are you not EV'd? Okay. Interesting team right away that I'm fighting. They have Ogre Pond Grass. Ugh. So I'll go like that. Can I show this? I could show this, right? Probably. My guy, any second now. You can make your decision. Thank you. There's Urshifu Rapid, Intimidating Incineroar. Probably gonna try and fake out Whimsy, right? No, you U-turn Whimsy. What? Going to Ogre. My dude, what if I clicked Eruption? Got completely outplayed. They just knew. They just knew. They go back into instant. Oh my gosh. Did so much to Urshifu. Cool. Terra Ghost. What if I had Wicked Blowed the Instant? What? What? Mad lad. Absolute mad lad. What's that Terra? I'm sorry, you just outsped me in Trick Room? What? How did you... What? Does Prankster not work with Trick Room? Does Prankster not work with Trick Room? I feel like I just got robbed. What? Pokemon status moves have priority based by 1, but dark types are immune. Why did that not work? Why didn't that work? What? I'm so confused. They didn't use Aqua Jet, they used Surging Strike. What? I'm so confused. Okay, so I guess Whimsicott's out, then. If I can't Prankster Tailwind or Prankster Trick Room, then there's no point. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. I thought we had something. I honestly thought that we had something there. That's really disappointing. Not gonna lie, I honestly thought that we had something cooking up there. Prankster Trick Room. Does not work. Can still get outsped, I guess. That is actually rather disappointing. I was really excited. I thought I found something cool. Genuinely. Disappointing. Very disappointing. Also, right there, also that game was a situation where I needed to have the Psychic Terrain in DD. Trick Room, hard to use. Hard to use. Very hard to use. Very difficult. Maybe I should... Maybe I'm just overthinking. Maybe I should be going hyper offense. Like I'm used to. Play the playstyle I'm used to playing. Trick Room too hard. Go with Rain Team. Or Sun Team. Lilligan after you. What happens if I fly all the way up? Do I just exit Area 0? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay, so the Trick Room Center can't be Whimsicott then. It was a nice try, but it ain't gonna work. So perhaps I'm about to go back to Cresselia with Trick Room. I don't know. I think I am going to end stream and try and figure this out. We got the Ditto. So that's the important thing. But yeah. I'm gonna end stream, try and figure this out on my own. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I really hope I can get this team to a point where it's, like, actually playable and winnable. So, yeah. Thank you guys also so much for those of you that came to the stream and watched. For you VOD watchers watching the VOD, I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you all tomorrow when hopefully I have a plan and can build this competitive team. Peace out.